the designers are absolutely going to hate this, but if you're spending thousands of dollars and going back and forth with a designer to iterate on your brand kit, on your website or a landing page, that time is over. With Claude Design, you can just do that in minutes or hours instead of days, weeks, or months even. I'll also show you how you can use Claude Design and Claude Code with a skill to get to these designs and to iterate on this process and to get better quality overall. Without further ado, let's hop into Claude Design and see how this all works. All right, guys, so we're here in Claude Design. I made a video previously when it came out. It's one of the most powerful tools from Anthropic, but it's also very costly. You'll run out of credit very fast. That's why I want to show you also how you can use Claude Code to design these brand kits and websites or anything else pretty much with the skill I'm going to provide to you in the description after the video. So stay with me. I'm going to show you now how to use Claude Design, Firecrawl, and also how to use Claude Code. And then you can judge for yourself what you like most and what the better output was. So the other tool I want to show you is Firecrawl. And for example, here we have PressWiz. It's one of the businesses I'm working with. And here, if you put this in, you can pretty much come up with anything you want here, from Markdown to images, branding, whatever you need. You can scrape it for you. Branding is basically the colors, buttons, secondary colors. So you can, for any website that you like, you can take the branding with Firecrawl and you can sign up. It's pretty much free. You can use it a couple times to get the idea how it looks. But the API is very powerful. I use it with all my instances of Claude Code and Hermes because it can bypass CAPTCHA. It can do pretty much anything the agent needs. And it's not that expensive as well. And this repo as well, I want to show you, it's basically a collection of design MD files that you can use as inspiration for your Claude Design process. So let's say we wanted to redesign PressWiz. We want to make it different and see how we feel about it. The normal process would be to find a designer. It's a difficult thing to do anyway. So find a designer, go through the hiring process, go and iterate with them what you want. That will be like 3 weeks and $10,000, $15,000. And then after 2 months, you get this brand kit that you need. And here with Claude Code and Claude Design, you can do this in 1 afternoon or 2 days or 15 minutes if you know what you're looking for. So we have the PressWiz primary colors, secondary colors, and let's grab that as JSON. And we can go here and say, make a new high fidelity prototype, create. Okay, and then we can say, hey there, so we have PressWiz website. We wanted to redesign it and see some other alternative designs. So you should come up with 3 different brand kit ideas. So homepage, buttons, links, boxes, things like that, main menu, and come up with 3 different variations of what we could do. I will include a JSON with our current brand kit colors, buttons, and whatnot. So you have that as context where we are right now. So just exploring what we can do here. And you can go send it over. And I'm going to pause the video so this doesn't go on for 10 minutes, and we'll come back when it's done. Oh yeah, I forget that it needs to ask the questions. All right, let's see what we came up with, or at least Claude Design. So here we are. So we have the infrastructure, intelligence, and marketplace. Infrastructure. So this is kind of like, reminds me of Vercel. Yeah, kind of striped, linear, monochrome. Yeah, okay, not bad. I mean, if we were starting out, this would be a candidate, definitely. Okay. New one. So this one, yeah, a bit crowded, I would say, but then still nice. I like the colors. And here, I'm okay with the typography, but it's more kind of Fiverr, right? Fiverr-ish design, so not really a good candidate. Yeah, so you can judge for yourself. It's definitely a tool to iterate with. Very easy. My favorite is absolutely this one of all. See, it looks like a serious platform. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, let's see what we can come up with in Claude Code. I'll show you this skill, and then we'll see. We'll use the same prompt or similar prompt. So let's grab it here and then go to Claude Code. I have it in VS Code. Yeah, so here it is, brand kit design. So I opened it in a fresh project, so you can see, and we'll just use that to start. So we'll copy this over from Firecrawl. So it's pretty much the same prompt, and we'll see what this comes up with. We'll just reference it here directly. You can also do it like this. Pretty much doesn't matter. We'll just use the search. Okay, so, and one last thing, let's make sure that we are on Opus here, and boom, let's see what this comes up with. It'll take a few minutes. Okay, so here we are, and the last thing we need to do is to tell it to render it as, not really render, but like create. Okay, all good, but you need to create 3 different HTML pages so that we can see how this looks in our browser, not just in plain text. It asked us a few questions here. It doesn't really matter. You can give it, the more information you give it, the better. But it can also come up with designs on its own. All right, so it's finishing up. Let's see what we got. Okay, let's reveal this in Finder. Ooh, okay, let's see here. This is a bit more, yeah, I don't like this one. This one, yeah, I mean, this one I like more in terms of the colors and everything, but it would be great if it had like a better hero section. Like right now, yeah, this is more like it. Yeah, so this would be the hero section I was looking for. Yeah, it looks great. So yeah, you can iterate on the colors, definitely. But yeah, like if you're just starting out and if you're bootstrapping your business, want to get something out, like this is super fast. Like this is done in 1 hour. Buttons, yeah. This is for the marketplace. Yeah, it looks great. Let's see this one. This one is actually my favorite. I would love to see the image here, but we don't have that now. Let's see here. Yep, this is so far, this is the best one for me. I actually love this color personally. Yeah, this part obviously needs work. Obviously, it didn't get really what PressFeeds was, so it thinks it's like a PR service, which is it's not. So, you have to give it a bit more information, I guess. I didn't do it for the sake of this video, so it doesn't go for 30 minutes. But yeah, so far, I'm not the biggest fan of these, like 3D buttons, so I would change that. Like this is better than 99% of logos, to be honest. Just letters and color, that's pretty much it. Yeah, I mean, you can judge for yourself if this makes sense for you. I would say this design that was done in Claude Design was much, much better. And actually out of the box, it was closer to what I wanted without iteration. So I would need to give more information to Claude Code, even with the skill, just to get to this point that Claude Design gives you. So it automatically understood that it's a platform, it's a marketplace, not a press release or a news service or something like that. So yeah, I mean, judge for yourself. I'll include this skill for Claude Code in the description so you can test it for yourself. Let me know what you have. Please share your designs, if you want. And let me know if you need any help setting this up or connecting APIs with Firecrawl or anything like that. Happy to help. And yeah, that's pretty much for this video. I didn't want to make it too long. It's very powerful and the direction is clear. All the bootstrap businesses and one-person founders will be using this. I'll not be using graphic designer services, unfortunately. You guys can hate me, but as far as if you're a graphics designer, actually, this is great news for you. Like you can just be more productive, but the competition just became much stronger because anybody can do it and everybody has access to these tools. It's just how you use these tools that make a difference. So we'll see how this progresses in the next 6 months or a year, but yeah, like the progress of these tools is incredible. That's it for this video. Let me know if you need anything else. Cheers.